Hello, all my beautiful friends and acquaintances and family, and well, y'all's family. All of you is my family. And if you're new here, I'm old, so you fit right in. I don't know that don't make no sense, does it? I just wanted to tell you, I'm changing ideas midstream here, and I want to show you what my idea change is here in this midstream. Mid river, mid float. I don't know what the mid is, but I've been doing this. I just started doing it. This prompt game with fabrics and textiles and such, and I find it to be so much fun. I love just doing it right by myself, but I want to do it in a live stream. So I'm thinking that tomorrow, Sunday, I'm going to do a live stream. And I think I'm going to do it about 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That we all can work the live stream. I mean, we can all do this prompt game together that wants to. Now, on my last video and on this video, there is a list of what the prompts are that I have written down. Actually, I got a few more prompts still that I put in there since I made that list. That some of the commenters give me some more ideas. So that one of them was a zipper, or a piece of a zipper, and a feather and a leaf, different things. So there might be other things in there. Now, and if you want to do this prompt game with me, if you don't have everything that is on the prompt, it doesn't matter at all. You can just put something else there, because these rules is made to be broken on this here thing. Hang on a second, I'm going to show you. Hang on a second. Oh, I can turn this camera right down here off of me and put it right there. Right there. Right about there. Okay. Now, I have my little cart next to me. I'm kind of changing things around so I got a little cart that I can put right next to me. It's got all my quilting stuff in it. And then that way I have my Singer sewing machine, my crank sewing machine over here on the other side of me, which is just amazing. Okay, but anyhow, these are some of the blocks that I've been working on. This is all done with the prompt along. This one's done with the prompt along. This one's done with the prompt along. This one is. You see all the different things? Those was all prompts. And then this one was not. That's why it looks like nothing. This one was, and then this one was done on the prompt along. The different things that are on here is the prompts are what told me. The cards tell me what to put on my pattern. Okay, now this is the new thing. This is my change of plans. See, I already have these ones done with just boring squares. They don't have any extras on them. But this is my new plan, because now one of the comments under my one video that I showed this was from Becca. Now, Becca was saying that she has done something similar to this, or maybe somebody she knows has done similar to this, and is making a book, or she is making a textile type of a book. Well, I've made like couch pillows that are like a book, and then they tie shut, and they're so thick full of stuff that they make a nice just throw pillow for the couch. So now I took this one, and this one was one I did before I started doing the prompts, and I sewed them together. And so the thing is now, I can take, see, I have a few others here that I've already sewed together with a backing, but they're kind of like boring because because they're boring, because I didn't have no props to be telling me what I could put on these. And so I might use them still, or I might not. I don't know. But the thing is, now see this one, I sewed it together with this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a pillow. I'm going to make a couch pillow. So like I have this one here, and I have this one here. Okay, so I take any two, and I'm going to put them together, right sides together. Put them together, just right sides together, and I'm going to pin them. So got my beautiful pins here. I love these pins, and I got a piece of corn in there. That's because Aria brought that piece of corn home in her pocket from the corn thing, whatever they went to. But anyway, so she gave me the piece of corn, so I put it in with my needles. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of pin these together. See, like this. And pin them together, just the old wrong sides. I mean, put the right sides together. So I see the wrong sides. Although the wrong side is pretty too, isn't it? Okay, and then, oops, I dropped a couple pins in my corn. Okay, now, and so now then, ladies and gents, now I pull my sewing machine up here where I can reach it. And I am going to, I'm going to start here in the center of the side, or a part of the side here. And then I'm going to make about a 1/2 inch seam on here, just so I can be sure to catch the whole thing, just in case it's a little wonky, you know. Okay, so I'm just doing like a nice little straight stitch, and let me kind of back stitch a little there, and so I'm just gonna, let's speed that up a little bit. Maybe a speed demon. I don't see no speed limit sign, so we'll do this way. And then I'm going to stitch this all the way around. I was working on this like 5 o'clock this morning. Papa was still over there sleeping, so I had to sew really slow, because if I sew really slow, then my sewing machine won't wake him up. This one's pretty quiet anyway, but that's why I put my Singer over there. So because it doesn't use electrical power, and so I can just crank it. And so if I want to sew in the middle of the night, I just put a little light on, and then I know I won't wake him up using my crank. I love my crank sewing machine. It's old Singer. I think it's 1908 or something it was made. I have to look that up again. It's old as Methuselah, but I like my old crank. I like my old crank sewing machine. Okay, see, I'm sewing this together nicely. Oops. I could have evened up them edges with a rotary cutter first, but I didn't. I'm just, I am not into perfection. If I was into perfection, I would be one ball of stress and tension all the time. I would just be a ball of stress and tension. And I would just be nuts, and that would make the rest of the family nuts, and we'd be a whole bowl of nuts over here. So I don't look for perfection. I just look for fun. And so here we go. And now I'll go just a little bit here. And see, so I have a little bit of a opening here to turn it inside out. Back stitch a couple here. And you never want to, when you sew something together like this here, like this heel ways, you You always want to make sure your corners, you got all your corners sewed, because it's hard to put it together if you don't have any corners. Okay, so now I'm going to put these pins back in their little case here, and get my little pair of scissors right here, and I'm going to cut these corners, because if you cut them corners off just close to the stitching of the corners, then they turn better because you don't have all that bulk. Oh, you know what? See, I just noticed I didn't catch it good on there. So I have to, it's not going to matter. I'm going to go back in there now, and I'm going to sew that again right there and make sure I catch that fabric. When I'm doing this, you know, I start with a 12 by 12, and but I don't always end up with a 12 by 12. It might be a 12-ish by 12-ish, and so that's different than a 12 by 12. Okay, there. Yeah, now it's good. Okay, so I get my little corners here, and there's my 4 corners. Got them clipped. So then, that's when I've got this knitting needle with a nice end here. That makes good for turning corners. Where's my opening? There it is. See, there's my opening. That's why I didn't stitch. So I'm going to start turning this whole side outside inwards. I mean inside outwards. No, I want the inside out. Well, I don't know. I want the outside on the outside. So it's whatever we want to call that. And so, ouch. That star had a sharp little point there. And I got your point, star. Okay, so then we're just going to turn that right side inwards. Now, no, that's not right. Right side outwards. Sure isn't inside out, because, well, I want what's on the inside to be on the outside. So maybe it is inside out. And I guess I could have made my little hole a little bit bigger. But it's coming through, though. It's coming through. The hole is giving birth. All right, now I can use my little knitting needle, and I can get these corners fixed up nicely. Poke that into the corner so I have a nice little corner. But then I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to make, this is going to be a book. It's going to be my textile book throw pillow. So, and they're all going to be approximately 12-ish by 12-ish. I do everything pretty much approximately. And so, oh, I don't have that corner. Come on, corner. Get out here where you belong with the rest of your corner friends. And then we just poke that there. And I'll poke this one here. And I'm going to poke this one here. Okay, so now I think I got them all poked. Now, wait a minute. Now I want to press this. I want to do a little pressage on this. And so I got my arm in over here. My arm on. So see, now I'll fold those little edges on that hole. And fold those little edges in on that hole that I left, you know. And so let's put a little pin in there so it'll stay and behave in itself right there. There we go. So now I want to make sure my edges. Well, there's another corner I didn't poke good. Where's my hole? Oh, there it is. Let me pull my pin back out and get my stick back out. So I can get that corner into a corner. Okay, that's a corner, that's a corner. That's a pretty good corner. That's a good corner. Okay, so we're all cornered up now. Iron that first. Maybe I don't need, since I'm going to iron it. Oh my God, look at my arms, how flabby they are. I'm telling you, I've lost a couple of pounds, you know. By losing them couple of pounds, my neck's got all these blobs hanging. Then my arms, they just wave like a flag under there. I was thinking about getting a tattoo of the American flag here. And I could wag the flag. I could be a wagging the flag. Oh, Lord. Not really. Okay. So anyhow, it's okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind the flab. Makes it easier to get out of a chair with being so chubby. It's only been since my son and daughter-in-law have been here doing the cooking. I don't eat junk food no more. That's all it is, junk food. Okay, so I want to get this. I want to get this. Oh, my book was supposed to come from Thrift Books today, did it? So I got a package here from Thrift Books. That is not a check. That's a. They make it look like it's a check just because they're probably got the mail. You get this kind of stuff, makes it look like you got a check, and it's not. It's just junk mail. And that's why, open that with your knife, please. That's my book. I had to have it. I had to have this book, so I ordered it from Thrift Books. Okay. So now see, I got my edges stitched here, and I know I don't have them stitched. I got them ironed. I ironed them. And so, but now, see, so I got one side that is done with the prompts and another side that's done with the prompts. And so now I'm going to just top stitch all the way around it, which is a narrow, probably about a quarter of an inch of a stitch. Let's see here. Let me make that stitch a little bit longer. Okay, now. And then we're going to just stitch all the way around with the top stitch. And forward, baby. Weary, come home. Earnestly tender. Okay, thank you, darling. Just about got this here stitched around. Just put a little top stitch along the edge. Just along the little edge. Okay, now. Okay, now we got that done. It's all done now. Just got to snip this thread off of here. Okay, so see now here. Just a minute, I'll show you my book. Okay, so now I have this is done. See, both sides is done, and then I have this one. So what I'm going to do is, as I get a page finished, then I'm going to take my sewing needle, here and thread, because the needle won't work good if you don't have thread on it. It really won't. It won't even sew nothing. It won't sew nothing at all.
Trash.
Yes, that's trash. Throw that. And this is trash too. Okay. Oh, thread. Doesn't matter what color thread you use. Childhood is the little brown shirt in the veil. So now I got my needle, my needle threader. Boy, putting that needle threader on this. Thank you, Janie, again for this needle threader. But putting it on that little doohickey that Cordula sent me, and it can't get lost underneath stuff. It was hot. So I could just do that with a single thread, but I'm old school. I usually, when I stitch something hand stitching, I use the double thread. Works better for me. And so now, and it doesn't really matter how you put them together. You don't have to have any particular way. And so I'm just going to just start stitching it. I'm just going to start stitching these 2 pages. But then when I get another page done, I can add that page. So I can go as thick or as thin as I want. I will not have to put a cover on it because the pages are pretty enough to be a cover. So I'm just doing a little whip stitch along here. And when I put the next page on, I'll do the same way with a whip stitch. And but I won't go through the whole 2 that I have here. I'll only catch the outside of the 1. And until I get it as thick as I want it. And because it's going to be a pillow, then you can make the pillow as much as you want, as big and fluffy as you want, or whatnot. And I think this will be fun on the couch. I've done couch pillows before, but they weren't done exactly like this. This is a simple way, if you ask me. I think it's a really simple way. And I might even have Aria do a page and then add her page to the book. And so it'll be fun. And even we can play the I Spy game even with this book once it's done. But I'll show you in a minute what I want to do when it's done. I've just about got this all stitched together. Now, what did I say I was going to do that live stream tomorrow? 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to do a live stream, and that's when I'm going to do another square. So if you think you want, I'm doing 12 by 12 squares. You can do whatever size you want. They can be, if you want small squares, make them small. If you want them to be, now if you're going to make like a book again or something like this, then whatever size, 8.5 by 11, it doesn't matter what your base size is. So just have you a base a base fabric. It can be anything because you're going to cover it up, and because you're going to cover it up with all of the prompts. And like I say, I have all the listing. I listed all the prompts that I have. And I have got a little tote bag down here under me that's got a lot of the stuff in it. Got a little shoebox full of scraps. And so I make sure that each thing that's on one of the prompt cards, I have them. I have them ready at the ready, so I don't have to go and looking for them. And so when I pull a prompt card, I'll have the item just right there. And so, you would hear, Papa? Oh, I was thinking I was hearing the boogeyman or something. You are a boogeyman. You're my boogeyman. Okay, so I've just about got it, this first two pages. And so, like I say, then as I finish a page, I'll add it. Like I'm noticing on this one, my one page is a little bit longer than the other one, a little bit more. And that's all right. You know, maybe I could have done that, is to centered it better before I started stitching them together. But I didn't, and it's okay. It's just fine. And because you put them together like this, you don't have to have put even a binding on, like you were going to do a quilt or something. You don't need to have a binding on the pages because they're all bound up anyway. Not good to be bound up. Well, anyway. So now I've got to the end. So the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Now, see, there's a page. Flip it. There. Now when I do another page, when I got another page sewn together and ready, I'm going to stitch it right on there. Now, when I'm finished with this, when I got it to where I want it to be, what I'll do is I'm going to take a hair tie. I think I've got some right down in here, these little bitty ones that I get at the Dollar General. Well, maybe I don't have one right here. That's what I get for thinking. And, but they're just little hair ties you can get, just real small ones you can get, and they're all different colors. Well, you could stitch, like, put a button, here button, here button, here button. And then on the back page, you put one of the hair ties. One a hair tie, one hair tie, one hair tie. And then you can pull that hair tie and put it on the button. And that'll hold the whole thing closed. But because I'm using a couple fun little things, like there's, I can't think of her name. I know her name. Come off Frozen. And so, but Elsa. No, that's not Elsa. That's her friend. That was Elsa there. There's a bird I put on because it was applique a bird was that one. Put it on an animal, and I put that. There was another applique a bird, and I put that bird. And so I might add some stuff on this one here because that's one I made before I started doing the prompts. But, and I love it. I think this is great. But anyhow, so that's what we're going to do tomorrow on the live stream at 3. Am I going to remember that or not? My memory's gone kaputski. My memory's gone kaputski. Okay, let me see. Live stream. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, live stream Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Anybody want to go on with me? And I think it'll be fun, but we're going to do the prompt game. Now, if you look under this video, you'll see all the things that are in the prompt. So, and like I went through and I got buttons in my box. I got little flowers. I've got just scrap fabrics. What else? A yo-yo there, but I'll show you how to make a yo-yo if you don't have yo-yo. Something fuzzy, yarn. Yeah, really, this was a gift from somebody. Flower, button, ruffled. I'll show you how to do some of these stuff, but I'm sure you already know how to do them. But that's the first 2 pages in my book. That is going to be so cool. And once I get the whole thing fixed together, it's going to be nice. It's going to be mine being 12 by 12, it's going to be a nice pillow. It's going to be a real nice pillow. So now I'm going to, boy, I'm getting so organized. I got a book right there. Let me see. I've got to hush. I got to hush this music. Okay. And so I'm going to read you something from the Heart Thoughts from Louise Hay. You ever heard of Louise Hay? That girl has got some common sense, and she can help us through most anything. I mean, if you've got a little depression or you've got we all have, I don't know if we all have pity parties, but I have pity parties. This Louise Hay, she helps you get through pity parties. Now, she's passed away now. She's passed away about 3 years ago. And, but Lord of mercy, there's so many books out there from her. And there's still, you can find so many YouTubes about, of Louise Hay giving her her wisdom. Wisdom. She's so full of wisdom. So I'm just going to, here, this one says, I am healthy and filled with energy. Now, this is like for affirmations. This is like affirmations about yourself. Now, see, and I need to read these every once in a while because sometimes I think I'm just a lump on a log. And I'm not just a lump on a log. I'm a lump, but I ain't on a log. I'm telling you that one's the truth. Okay, here it says, feel that bounce in your step. See your shining eyes. The radiant you is right here. Claim it. That's an affirmation. Now here it says, I am healthy and filled with energy. You know and affirm that your body is a friendly place to live. You have respect for your body and you treat it well. You connect with the energy of the universe and allow it to flow through you. You have a wonderful energy that sustains you throughout each day. You are radiant, vital, and alive, and so it is. And this here is so true. And one of the things that I believe in, I don't go to an organized religion church anymore. I did go, and I did go to a few different brands, but and I learned good stuff going there. I learned some good stuff. But since I quit being able to make it to go to a church service, I just study on my own. And instead of just studying one brand of a religion, I'm studying all of them. I'm just looking at all of them from one end to the other. And one thing that I do believe, is that when God created, when the Creator created this world, this universe, He created it with all of us already in mind. And then He did say too, He mentioned as He was a chatting that He made us in His image, and we's right there inside of Him. He's right there inside of us. He's right there. We are part of Him, and all you have to do is acknowledge that. And so when you figure, if you poke yourself with a pin, you're poking the higher power, God, the Savior, the divinity. You are poking Him. When you say ouch, He says ouch. And when you're feeding yourself, if you feed yourself all junk food, you're feeding him just junk food. Now, if he was really different than you and he came to your house and sit down, would you feed him junk food? No, you wouldn't do that. And you wouldn't poke him in the finger with a pin either. And so, and as I was reading this, that made me think about that because I I even am reading a book that's on Wicca. Wicca is another, like a faith or a belief or a custom. And I'm reading a book because Papa bought that for me. He bought that for me because, well, he went with my son to the Spirit Halloween store or something, and he found this book. Now, you have to understand, Papa's got a little bit of dementia. And so but he thought that book was pretty. And so, because it does have real pretty copies. So he bought it for me. And I said, what the heck? I'm going to read it. And so, and I'm reading that and I'm thinking, well, that isn't, I thought it was going to be all about witchcraft or something. It's not. It's everybody. It's about white witches. I don't like the word witch. I just don't like the word witch. Just witch makes me itch. Witch word makes me itch. But I'm reading that thing, and it's all that whole book is about being kind to others. That's what it is. Be kind. But anyway, it said here, and affirm that your body is a friendly place to live. Because God built it. You have respect for your body and you treat it well. Yes, because God's in there. You connect with the energy of the universe and allow it to go through you. I love the universe. If you just go outside and look at the trees and watch the birds and see the squirrels scampering up, you can see that the universe is a beautiful place. You have wonderful energy that sustains you through each day. You are radiant, vital, and alive. And so it is. And another one of them scam calls. Dang scam calls. But anyway, and so that is just so true. So you treat yourself as if you are the divine, because you are part of the divine. And I don't care what religion, brand, or what custom, or what belief, you are part of the divine. You are perfect. That doesn't mean that you're going to mess up in your sewing stitches or something. It doesn't mean that one day you're not going to say, damn it, or something, cussing like that. Sometimes it just spills right out of your mouth accidentally. Then you have to quick say, oops, I'm sorry, dear Lord. But anyway, okay, I'm going to quit that gabbing. I just would gab you away. I'm telling you, I'm just a gabber snapper. I just gab it all the time. Okay, but anyway, if you want to do this with me, or if you just want to watch it, because and some of these that I've done already, you can even watch them later on, like the replay, and you can do a prompt along. I'm not even sure what I'm going to call this, and I'm sure there could be a good name for it. Yeah, come up with a name for me. I can't come up with stuff like that on my own. And so yeah, I am healthy and filled with energy. You might not think you're filled with energy. You might be sitting there in that chair and say, I got the energy. And I've done this. I sit in my chair and I think, if I have the energy, I'd go pick up some of them toys off the floor, because Kaya's only 2 years old. She kind of accidentally leaves her toys in the middle of the floor. But I don't have energy. I think I don't have energy, but I have enough energy to think about it. And so she sometimes picks them up, though. She's so beautiful. I'm telling you, I got the cutest little granddaughters ever. And so anyway, even in sometimes, like the one, the last prompt along I did this morning, I did it for a little while, then I had to stop and I had to go in the kitchen for something. Well, I need to go in the kitchen now because I'm hungry. But anyway, get me some leftovers out the fridge. And yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, but 3 o'clock tomorrow, come on, even if you just want to watch and hang out with us and chat with us. If you want to just give me some more ideas, that'll be fine. Okay, Do you see this necklace? I've been wearing this for a long time. My granddaughter, no, my great granddaughter made me this about 2 years ago. I told her, I said, I'm going to wear it every day. And you know what I've been doing with it? I've been wearing it every day. She made it to me. It's with a pony beads and a shoelace. I know, it's my necklace, it's my jewels. Gotta have jewels. Okay, now, there I is. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. I need to put some color on this hair. No, I don't. What the heck? I'll be old gray headed all my life. I don't mind. I do like it when it's purple. All right. Did I just interrupt myself again? I'm terrible at interrupting. I interrupt my own self. Okay, but I do ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, every breath you take, and keep you safe and sound, and keep you stable. You don't have to be stable. Um, Healthy and humble and happy. Just smile, smile, smile. And I'll see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. 3 o'clock. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock Central, not Central Time, Eastern Time. I'm in the East. I'm a Easterner, Southeasterner. I'm Florida. I'm in the Florida place. Okay, but I don't know if Aria will be here or not because she's got birthday parties of family today. I mean, today and tomorrow. So she's with her other family today. So, okay, well, I'll put this book right back up on the shelf that I put here just for my books. Here you go. Boy, am I getting organized. I'm getting so organized, it scares me. Okay, God loves you, I love you, and I will see you again. God bless. God bless. Now, I never know where my mouse is. Here's my mouse. Okay, y'all take care. Be happy and go eat your lunch now. Where's my mouse thing? There it is.